And with that, welcome to the Inland Sports Show, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in. Week 0 of the high school football season is now right around the corner. We are really going to blow it out with our high school football coverage in the coming weeks leading up to August 20th. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Big shout out to our director, Johnny Nunez, back here in the Teen Vision TV 16 studio. A little bit later in this show tonight, we got Pete Smolin, the head coach at Valley View. We got Paul Martin, the head coach at Perris. But right now, we are joining, well, he's a man of the people. He's just out there. He's coaching kids up. We love this guy. He is Inland Empire football royalty, the one and only Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training. And Ray, my first question is, where are you? What are you doing? You're out and about somewhere.
So, I'm over here at Citrus Park in Corona. Football is back, Pep. Super excited. I'm helping out with the Corona Chargers organization this year. And, it's exciting out here. It's live. People are out here. The kids are out. They're running around, getting ready for a fun season.
So what age are we talking about, Ray? How old are these kids?
These kids, we got the little bitties all the way up to 8th graders and a couple holdbacks, so the age is from, I want to say 7 to about 14.
So do you remember back in the day when you were their age and just, learning the basics and just starting to, start your football career?
Oh, definitely. I talk about that all the time. That's the first thing I tell the kids when I get here is, I was a former Charger. I tell them how they probably can't beat my record of 5 touchdowns in a game that I average probably every game. I still have those bragging rights, but I definitely remember these days. We weren't here. We were at Butterfield Park back in the 90s, but the excitement is still here.
That's so awesome, being involved with the Chargers there. But Ray, I wanted to bring you on because this is big news that coming up on August 7th at your old stomping grounds at Centennial High School, you are teaming up with the legend Matt Logan, head football coach at Centennial, for a very special football camp. Talk about what's going to happen at this camp.
Yeah, so we're running a all-pad, full contact football camp, and it's about time. It's been everyone super excited about it. There hasn't been any football for a year, and so we're just trying to get everyone to rally around this event. The Husky staff is super excited. Matt Logan is super excited. I'm super excited. It's sponsored through SoCal JAF, but everyone is welcome. So if you're a youth athlete and you're got your pads, you're a football player, obviously, come on out, get some work. Show up, show out. There's going to be great coaches there. And it's just a way to tune up for the season and just get excited again about football because, we've been out for so long.
Now, Ray, do you have to register in advance or can you walk up the morning of and sign up?
So we have pre-registration on our website at www.boosttrainingsystems.com. You can pre-register. It's it's $5 discount. The camp is $40, but we do take walk-ups as well. We start registration at 8 a.m., 8 to 9, and then the camp is 9 to 12. So registration at 8, camp starts at 9 into 12. It's going to be really exciting.
Hey, Ray, if you can hear me okay, it sounds like the wind really picked up out there in Corona. I don't know if you can kind of shield your phone a little bit with your hand and block some of that wind.
That, yeah.
No, that's okay. That's Corona. But Ray, what do you think makes Matt Logan such a special coach? We know of all the great teams, all the great players that have come through the Centennial program, but at least, maybe even going back to your playing days, what really stood out to you that made him a great coach?
Well, I think when I think of Matt Logan, I think about discipline. Someone who's disciplined to what he does, disciplined to his players, and that energy really translates and it transfers to his staff, to his players, and to his organization, and which speaks for itself with everything that he's accomplished and the organization has accomplished. Matt is Matt. He still does the same things that he's always done over and over again, and he's always growing, and he's always been disciplined to get things done. And that's the first thought that comes to mind, and that's really what separates him is his commitment to excellence and that discipline to just getting things done that needs to get done.
Now, Ray, we know this is going to be a great camp. It's going to be the biggest camp of the summer, leading right into the football season. But what if you're a youth organization, maybe in Riverside or Moreno Valley or Murrieta, and they're like, hey, we want Boost and Ray Bass to come out here and do it for us too. This isn't just a Centennial thing, right? Like you said, kids from all over can come, but maybe you could take the show on the road and go some other places too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all about the community, especially the IE. We know a lot of organizations out from Perris to Moreno Valley, to Temecula. I mean, we've touched base with a lot of organizations in SoCal JAF, and they all know we're always a phone call away. We're open door policy. Our organization exists to bring value to other organizations. So, we're here to help develop young athletes, and that's what we're committed to. So for other organizations that are looking to run camps and looking for a well-structured, organized event, we're second to none.
And Ray, let me leave you on this because, listen, we know you're football royalty. You are very involved in the local football scene. But at Boost, you guys do a lot more than just football. I mean, I've seen lacrosse and softball. Athletes from all different sports can train at Boost Performance Training. So I know, again, you're heavy in the football scene, but you guys do it all.
Yeah, we do. I'm a strength and conditioning guy, old school. So, I always tell athletes that you don't need to touch a baseball to become a better baseball player. You need to touch a football to become a better football player. It's about becoming a better athlete, and that's what I do. I help athletes become bigger, stronger, and faster. You're right. We do a lot of things. We have our private school. We do our speed and agility programs, and those are going really well. And we have a variety of athletes from lacrosse, hockey, basketball, football, of course, baseball, soccer. I mean, I can program for anything. Our trainers do a great job at working with the kids. And, we're here for everybody.
All right, so again, August 7th, it's going to be Matt Logan and Ray Bass. It doesn't get any better than that. It's going to be at Centennial High School. And Ray, one more time, go ahead and give us the website because I just want to make sure everyone hears it. It's a little windy out there, but I want to make sure we got this. So what's the website to pre-register?
Oh, absolutely. So the website to pre-register is www.boosttrainingsystems.com. There's a link on the website that'll take you straight to the camp sign up. And you can take advantage of a discount if you sign up early.
There it is, guys. Check it out. Coming up on August 7th, it's going to be the camp leading into the local football season, which is now just weeks away. Yes, the great Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. Ray, I always appreciate the time, and go Chargers.
Go Chargers. Go Chargers all day, baby. Thanks, Pep. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. That is Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, we'll really dive deep with some high school football. We got Paul Martin from Perris around the corner. And up next, well, he's the head football coach on the all-red turf field at Valley View. It's Eagles head coach Pete Smolin next on the Inland Sports Show.
What's going on, guys? This is Ray Bass from Boost Performance Training. You're watching the Inland Sports Show with the one and only Pep Fernandez.
The time is now. The Boost Training Center is open for business and ready to help all the athletes across the Inland Empire. Doesn't matter the age or the sport, if you go to Boost Training with Coach Ray Bass, they're going to make you bigger, faster, stronger. So if you're out there looking to train this offseason, talking about all you football players especially, check out boosttrainingsystems.com. That is the website. You can find a strength and speed class just for you this offseason so you can be even bigger, better, faster, stronger this upcoming season. Give them a call or text at 951-532-4904 to reserve your spot today. Strength and speed training at Boost Training System. And don't forget, enrollment is open right now for the Bass School. That's Boost Alternative School for student athletes. You can check out what they have to offer at boosttrainingsystems.com. That is the website once again, and you can enroll for the 2021-2022 school year. Again, this is not an online school. This is a private school specifically for 7th and 8th grade boys. Check it out today because space is limited. The number one sporting goods store in the Inland Empire is Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco. Whether you need new uniforms for the entire team, a Letterman's jacket, or new cleats for the upcoming season, check out Ken's Sporting Goods. Plus, now you can order masks with your favorite team, school, business, and more. Order for your entire team or organization. Visit kensportinggoods.com for more information and for the latest on the big sales. Make sure to follow Ken's Sporting Goods on Instagram and Twitter. So if you need team uniforms or sports gear, there's only one place to go in the Inland Empire. That's Ken's Sporting Goods.
Show everybody, the high school football season is right around the corner. Week 0 is August 20th. Mark it down on your calendar. So all these high school football teams, no dead period. They're just going strong, blasting through the summer, getting ready for that first week. So we take you out to the only field, at least I know of, maybe in the whole world, that has a red turf. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong here. Head coach Pete Smolin at Valley View High School. And coach, red is the new green. I saw you tweet that out. I love it. What was your first impression of this field that is now your home field that's red?
I love it. It's something different. It's something special, something exciting here. So it's kind of cool. Eastern Washington University has a red field as well.
That's right.
So I looked it up.
That's right. But in my view, Valley View High School is much, much better.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Well, Coach, listen, I know you just got to Valley View. Like, this happened recently, taking over the program for the Eagles as the head coach. We're already almost to the high school football season. What's maybe some of the challenges of being the head coach and trying to get this team up to speed for that first game of the year?
Yeah, these guys haven't done really much since the end of the spring season. They haven't been in the weight room for over a year since COVID. So we have a lot of work to do, but it's a fun challenge. It's a great atmosphere. The kids are working hard, and they know what trajectory they need to be on to get the job done. So we're having a lot of fun, and it's all happening really fast. So it's just football, but it's just happening like super fast.
So with that said, Coach, do you try to, preach the basics? Do you try to simplify things, or do you try to cram in as much as you can in a short amount of time? Like,
yes.
What's kind of your philosophy?
It's definitely keeping with the basics. We're teaching, the fundamental lifts. We're teaching the basic fundamentals. We want them to be successful, but also to be safe. We're trying to get their bodies prepared for something a lot of them haven't done for a few months. So we're just keeping it simple and building off of building slowly in a slow progression.
Well, we can see the team in the background, putting in some work here. And Coach, as we lead up to that first game of the year, you mentioned the weight room, you mentioned basics. What do you think are some of the keys in the next couple of weeks for your Eagles to just feel like you're improving and getting better and that you're going to be ready for that first game?
Well, there's a lot of fundamental things we have to do, blocking and tackling, and of course scheme, but just, how we do things in a program, and how we get to know each other and get to know how our program works, and communicate that to the coaches. I had to get some new coaches real quick as well. So it's a lot of teaching. It's a lot going on. So we're hitting all angles, not only the scheme but the fundamentals, but just also the culture is really important.
So, Coach Smolin, I get the feeling that you probably don't have a lot of free time right now between like you said, building your coaching staff and getting these players ready and all the other things that, to get ready for the year.
Yeah, there's no summer vacation at all. And like you said, there's no dead period. So it's just constant work and getting better. But, it's fun stuff. I can't imagine being anywhere else. This is my 28th season coaching football and my 20th as a high school head coach. So I just couldn't imagine not doing it. So I'm enjoying it. It's keeping me busy, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Now, you've been a head coach elsewhere. How is this program maybe different or similar to places you've been?
Well, I think it's just a great atmosphere here. There's something special about this school, about this community, and I really enjoy the players here. There's just been a lot of fun. The administration has been extremely supportive, and we're just enjoying it, getting to know each other, and I don't think it's much different than anywhere else, except that it's something that's new and exciting for everybody, players, all that stuff. So we're having a lot of fun. Change is good sometimes.
Well, Coach, when this opportunity came around, just considering the timing of it, when you look at the calendar and you're like, man, you want me to take over a football program in July? Like, I got 1 month to get ready for a football season. That might scare some coaches away. But when you were presenting with this opportunity where you're like, hey, let's jump on this. Let's see what we can do. Like, what was your impression when you first heard about this opening?
Well, this opening, I just thought it was a tremendous opportunity, and it's great history, great tradition of being very successful here. They've had some great coaches here in the past, and Coach Bartledge has done a great job here. So this has a lot of potential to stay successful and keep that tradition rolling. So I think it's just exciting to be here, and doing it's the same stuff, just doing it a little quicker. I kind of take to it like kind of coaching an all-star game where you only have like a week or two to get everything in. So that's kind of fun too as well.
Had you ever coached against Valley View before in your past?
No, I never have. We threw against them a little bit when I was at Citrus Valley, and I knew they had some tremendous athletes. Actually, Coach Gallo, who's running our defense now, played corner at Valley View and just finished playing corner at BYU. So they have some talent, and now I got them coaching on the field on both sides of the whistle. So it's a lot of fun.
And, Coach, finally, when you look at the Raincross Conference and your league, I mean, there's some really good teams. I feel like every game is just going to be a battle. Are you excited about how your schedule's shaping up? And you're going to see some really good, competition this year.
Well, it's all relative. Hey, we got some great talent, we got some great players, but everyone we play is great. So yeah, the schedule is tough, but I'm excited for the challenge, and I think it's like you said, it's there's no cupcakes on this schedule at all. So I'm excited about league play, and even our preseason is pretty challenging. So it's something that we've got to look forward to and work hard for, and we have the guys to do it. So I'm excited about that.
And, Coach, not to put you on the spot, but I don't have your schedule in front of me. Who are your non-league games, if you remember off the top of your head?
We start off with Temecula Valley, which is no joke at all. That's going to be a big challenge for us, because they have things rolling over there pretty good. And, I started last Monday. But we got some other good programs as well. We're playing Vista Malago down the street, which is a big rivalry game for us, it seems like. And one of our preseason games is Lucerna. If you haven't heard of them, they're a pretty tough team out of San Gabriel Valley. So it's going to be a challenging preseason for sure.
Yeah, definitely battle-tested before you get to that really great Raincross Conference games. Coach Smolin, I really appreciate the time. I know you've hit the ground running, so we will let you get back to work with your guys and your coaches. But we do appreciate the time, and best of luck this upcoming season. You're number one at Valley View.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pep. And I appreciate, as always, everything you do for our kids and our communities. And thank you very much for having me on tonight. I'm happy to promote our school and our program. And thank you again for everything and having me on again.
Yes, sir. That is Pete Smolin, the new head football coach for the Valley View Eagles here on the Inland Sports Show. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. That is Coach Smolin out there on the red turf getting ready for another big season with the Eagles. When we come back, we will talk more high school football. That is our pledge to you. We'll talk some Perris Panthers. Coach Paul Martin trying to get the Panthers going in the right direction this season. A quick commercial break, and then we'll have that on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.
.96.7 KCal Rocks. What's up? It's Patrick and 40. Hey, man, you're watching the Inland Sports Show right here. Make sure you check out Pep, man. It's Inland Sports with Pep, but he's on every Monday and Thursday morning with Sports with Pep, man. You guys rock.
sure you're at your very best by training at Boost Performance Training in Corona. Whether you're a football player, soccer player, baseball player, lacrosse, athletes from all sports and all levels train at Boost Performance Training. Led by former Centennial high school football star Ray Bass, you'll develop explosive power, become faster, and add that lean muscle. Don't be left behind and get a leg up on the competition at Boost Performance Training. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for information on their training programs and also on the Bass School. That's the Bass Alternative School for student athletes. Trying to earn a scholarship? Maybe make the varsity team? Get a spot in the starting lineup? Well, let Boost Performance Training help achieve your athletic goals.
I would say the one thing that we stress more than anything else is service to our customer. Make sure that they're taking care of whatever you can do to make sure that that order gets to them on time and it's the right quality and what they want. I've been that way since 1976. That was my goal, to reach out to local sports programs, and it's grown from there, and we've been very, very fortunate. My grandson is right over here. He's working for us, and he's going to college right now, and that's exactly what my son did 20-some years ago, and it keeps on going, you know. Customers that come in the store that it's amazing. People that I haven't been here since I was a little kid, and I used to come in here all the time, and then now I'm bringing my son in here, or a grandpa that's bringing his grandson in here that came in here when we first opened back in '76. We just feel so fortunate to have been a part of this community and this Inland Empire for going into our 44th year now, and it's just been a blessing.
Guys, here's our moment to celebrate the Milwaukee Bucks. It happened on Tuesday night. They won 4 in a row against the Phoenix Suns. They are your NBA champions, first time since 1971. So now, we're all looking ahead to the next NBA season. If Kawhi comes back, will the Clippers be a championship contender? You know, LeBron and the Lakers are going to retool and try to make this championship run. But I got to say, Milwaukee's got all the pieces in place again. Milwaukee could be a team to, maybe repeat.
They do. It's funny. Vegas has them at like number 3 or number 4. It's very funny, because they know with all the injuries and LeBron and all that stuff is going to come back. But I agree with you, actually, especially if the Greek Freak is going to make his free throws. If he's going to make his free throws, he is going to be very dangerous. He made 17 of 19 of his free throws in that final game. If he does that, he's going to be a nightmare. He's what Shaq could have been. Imagine how many points Shaq could have scored if he would have just made a few more free throws.
I think he will be a nightmare, but unfortunately for a full season and a healthy playoff, Giannis by himself, probably not enough to take down some of the powerful teams. And
No.
The NBA has to be the hardest league to look ahead to the next season for the futures on, because we've seen really 2 to 3 people can shift the whole landscape of the NBA.
Check it out, KCAL 96.7 FM Inland Sports every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. You just heard 40 talking about the NBA playoffs and what next year might look like. Our guy, Kawhi Leonard, the pride of King High School, if he was healthy this year, could have been the Clippers hoisting that NBA championship. Just saying. All right, more high school football here on the show. We are really blowing it out as we get ready for the 2021, we'll call it the fall season because we had that really short abbreviated spring thing. Joining us, he is the new head coach of the Perris Panthers. Excited to have him on. Head coach Paul Martin down there at Perris. And Hey, Coach, first off, congrats on the Perris gig. And, you know, we've kind of seen this trend across high school football in the Inland Empire where, you know, coaching changes and a lot of coaches, you know, jumping on board kind of late in the game, you know, before the start of the season. What are some of the challenges right now of just trying to get your team ready for that first game in a short amount of time?
Well, one of the main issues is trying to get football players interested in coming out again. When I first took hold of this program, we had 12 football players out on the field. And in the process of around 2 weeks, we're up to 45 players, which is a huge accomplishment for us. So I think overall, when all the programs getting back started due to COVID, it's just getting kids back on the field.
Coach, I think you just nailed it, because even looking back at this past spring season across the board, even some of the bigger programs, their numbers were like really low. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges is just getting kids to come back out, whether it's football or baseball, or whatever the sport, getting the kids to come back out and competing against. When did you take over the Panthers job? Because it was recently, wasn't it? Just not too long ago.
It was around 2.5 weeks ago I took over.
Well, Coach, you know, we just had Pete Smolin on from Valley View, and he was kind of in a similar situation where, you know, here we are in the middle of summer and we're getting so close to the high school football season, and an opportunity came along. It sounds like kind of the same thing for you. An opportunity came along, and I think some coaches might be, you know, scared away like, hey, whoa. Listen, this is too late in the game. I do not want to take over a football team this close to the season. But it sounds like you're ready for that challenge. You're ready to embrace that opportunity.
Well, I'm a Perris Panther through and through. This is where my roots come from. I was over at Orange Vista as the offensive coordinator before taking this job. When this job became available, I jumped on it. A lot of coaches in the area may have shied away from this school, but like I said, my roots are in Perris, and this was a great opportunity for me.
Coach, that was my next question. Being a Perris guy, you know, how important is it for you to kind of bring pride back to this program and try to build it up? It's been a while since they've had some success, you know, but what would it mean to you to get this team competitive again?
Oh, it'll mean the world to me. I mean, you know what? All the local high schools doing really well. Perris usually excels in the basketball program, but we want to bring this spotlight back on Perris football. So that's what I'm here to try to do with the help of my assistant coaches.
You know, we love the Zomalts, you know, from Citrus Hill to Orange Vista. What are some things, as the offensive coordinator, you know, for Orange Vista, the previous, you know, you guys scored a lot of points. You had some great running backs. I mean, what are some things that maybe you picked up from the Zomalts and at Orange Vista that, you know, without giving away all your secrets, but things that you might want to implement, you know, at Perris as well?
Well, I had the privilege of working with a plethora of great coaches, from Bert Esposito with Temecula Valley all the way to the Zomalts. I've had an opportunity to work with some really good guys, and I'm going to take everything that I've learned from all those guys and try to implement it here with this program.
Well, Coach, you know, I know you were the head coach at CMI, right? So, you know,
yes.
You have head coaching experience. You've coached with other great local coaches in this area. How would you describe your brand of football? What do you think the Perris Panthers might look like? Is it going to be smash mouth? Is it going to be spread offense? Is it going to be hard hitting? Like, how would you describe the brand of football that you would like to see from your Panthers?
3 E's of success: energy, effort, and enthusiasm. So no matter what concepts we run, no matter what we do, we're going to show energy, we're going to show effort, and we're going to show enthusiasm on every single play.
So, Coach, I mean, here we are, you know, we're doing the show last week of July. The high school football season is now just, you know, weeks away. You know, you said you got like 40-plus guys out there. Do you just kind of step on the gas pedal and say, guys, let's go? If you're on board, let's just go. We're going to step on the gas. We are going to go 100 miles per hour into the season. I mean, how do you get these guys ready for that first game? And again, in that short amount of time?
Well, just trying to get them to understand the simple concepts of football. So instead of just trying to install a bunch of things, we're going to try to keep things as simple as possible with these guys, and then just gradually work our way into the offense and defensive concepts one by one until they can master every single skill.
So, Coach, looking at your schedule, you know, what's that first game of the year, and what are you hoping to see on that opening night when you guys take the field? You talked about the 3 E's, but what are you hoping to see?
I'm hoping to see the community support. I mean, trying to build this thing back up in Perris. One thing I want to see is a lot of fans, a lot of local businesses, a lot of administration, a lot of parents in the stands supporting these guys. They got to understand that all the hard work and dedication these players are putting in, all that energy is going to be fueled by the stands, and all the energy is going to be fueled by the stands. The support that they get from their parents and the community is really going to give these guys the drive to keep moving forward.
And you guys got a beautiful stadium down there. I know it looks like you're standing just outside of it right now. Let's pack the place, right?
Exactly. That's what we want to see.
Well, Coach Martin, listen, I really appreciate the time. Nothing but the best going forward for the Perris Panthers, and we'll let you get back to work because, again, that first game of the season is right around the corner now.
Compton Centennial, we're looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. That is Paul Martin, the head football coach for the Perris Panthers. Join us here on the Inland Sports Show. Coach Martin, I do appreciate it, and best of luck this upcoming year. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, a quick reminder from the CIF about the upcoming football season and the playoffs. We'll share that when we come back on the Inland Sports Show.
This is Alexander Madison. You're watching the Inland Sports Show.
The #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire is Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco. Whether you need new uniforms for the entire team, a Letterman's jacket, or new cleats for the upcoming season, check out Ken's Sporting Goods. Plus, now you can order masks with your favorite team, school, business, and more. Order for your entire team or organization. Visit kensportinggoods.com for more information and for the latest on the big sales. Make sure to follow Ken's Sporting Goods on Instagram and Twitter. So if you need team uniforms or sports gear, there's only one place to go in the Inland Empire. That's Ken's Sporting Goods. Hey guys, it's Pep Fernandez from the #1 sports show in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. I wanted to let you know about the BASS School. That stands for the Boost Alternative School for Student Athletes. All of us are trying to find a way to get ahead in the classroom and in athletics. If you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wanting to give your son the best opportunity to succeed. BASS is an all-boys private middle school servicing 7th and 8th grade student athletes. They've got unique, customized curriculum for student athletes, individualized nutrition and athletic development, plus rigorous academic development with small class sizes. This is not an online homeschool. This is a private school for students who are serious about their grades and serious about their sports. BASS school enrollment for the 2021-2022 school year begins in January, so don't wait. Lock up your spot today. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for more information. We are the IE. We work hard. In fact, that's the way we like it. We wake up early, we stay up late to get the job done right. That blue-collar, hard-working mentality is the same reason we have so many successful teams and coaches and athletes in the Inland Empire. We never give up. We are a resilient bunch in the IE. Everything we have, we've earned. No excuses. It's this determined attitude is what powers our small businesses, and that's how championships are won. The Inland Sports Team is looking to team up with other like-minded small businesses in the IE. Together, we can grow. We can be bigger and better. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But we're not looking for easy, just looking for an opportunity. Joining the Inland Sports Team could be the opportunity that you've been looking for.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. A huge thanks to the head coaches who joined us on the show tonight. You just saw Paul Martin from Perris. We saw Pete Smolin from Valley View, both those guys. Again, it's been a weird high school football offseason with a lot of coaching changes, and not only just coaching changes, but guys taking over programs pretty late in the game, like deep spring into the summer. And here we are going into the fall season. So best of luck to all those guys, especially the ones jumping into new programs and trying to get their teams ready for that first game of the year. All right, let's end on this because the CIF Southern Section sent out a reminder to all of the football programs out there what the playoffs will look like for this upcoming year. Because remember, in the spring, that abbreviated season of 5 games at the most, we did not have playoffs. So we're returning to playoffs after a year off. And they had this to say. I think we got some highlights we're going to show as well, that we're not going to know the playoff divisions until we play through the entire regular season. That when we get to the end of the regular season, then they will slot the football teams into the different playoff divisions. So, for example, in years past, every single week, we had the CIF Southern Section rankings in each division. You knew exactly who you were going up against in your division. They would rank the top 10. They had a list of other teams as well, so you knew exactly those other teams that you could see in the postseason. But again, now it's going to be different. The divisions will not be decided until the end of the regular season. So no weekly rankings, no slotted divisions, but when we get to the end of the 10-game regular season, then you will find out. So it's going to be very interesting. Some of these schools who, maybe you're on the bubble between 2 and 3 or 5 and 6. I mean, that could be a big deal in terms of making a CIF Southern Section championship run. So we'll see how this plays out. This is a new format for the football playoffs, so we'll see how it works out, if it's going to play in favor or maybe go against some of our local teams in terms of trying to bring home a championship, but certainly interesting. So again, the playoff format will be decided, or the playoff divisions will be decided at the end of the regular season. So no preseason poll, no weekly rankings, none of that. That's how the high school football season will look this upcoming year. One more big shout out to our director, Johnny Nunez, here at Teen Vision TV 16 for holding it down. We do appreciate it. And again, we'll be talking a lot more high school football in the coming weeks. Week 0 is August 20th. Right now at the Inland Sports website, you can go there right now. We have a list of all of the head football coaching changes in the Inland Empire. You can check that out. And then shortly, probably in the next week or so, we will post a master schedule of all the high school football games week by week here in the Inland Sports coverage area. My name is Pep Fernandez. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. God bless you. And we will do it all over again next week on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.